there! Welcome to Tarot in 10, the Tarot mini lesson every Tuesday. I'm Tamara DeGaia, and my specialties and passions are herbalism, tarot, and more. I teach classes and offer groups in both of those subjects, and you can find out more about what I have to offer at tamaradegaia.com. Today we are talking about the Tarot suit of Pentacles and how that relates to the element of Earth. In the Tarot, the minor arcana has 4 suits, and those relate to the 4 elements. The element of water relates to the tarot suit of cups. The element of air relates to the tarot suit of swords. The element of fire relates to the tarot suit of wands. And the element of earth relates to the tarot suit of pentacles. And that's what we're talking about today. So what does that mean? Well, here are the cards 1 through 10 of the pentacles in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Now, Pamela Coleman Smith was the artist for this deck, and her background included many things. One of those things was theater. And so tarot cards really were designed to illustrate the intersection between the numerological meaning of the number and the suit meaning of the element. So when we look at this, the number 1 is conception, seeds, new beginnings. And so the Ace of Pentacles, that's what it represents. It represents new beginnings, or the conception of a new idea, the seed of a new idea, or a new something happening in the earth realm. What's the earth realm? The earth realm is everything that you can see, touch, smell, taste in the physical realm. And so when I think about tarot and how the suits relate to life, I think about if you have a new idea, right? A new idea would be the Ace of Swords, right? That's the element of air. Your idea comes first, and then you get passionate about that idea, right? And that would be your emotions, the element of water, and then so for some people that's as far as they go with their ideas, right? In order to make things happen, then you have to have the element of wands. The element of wands is, the will and making things actually happen in the real world. The Pentacle suit is the result. What actually is in the real world? What has come from your efforts? What has come from your lack of efforts, right? And the tarot is going to call you on your stuff. And that's one of the things about tarot is you don't ask a question unless you're really ready for the answer. And as we look at the suit of Pentacles here, we can see that it's really not rife with a lot of strife. Unlike, say, the suit of Swords, where there's a lot of not very pleasant scenes going on. In the suit of Pentacles, most everything here is fairly benign. With maybe the exception of the number 5. And when we talk about the numerology of the tarot, the even numbers tend to be more stable. The odd numbers tend to be more unstable, particularly the 5. The 5 can be substantial instability. And as you can see, Pamela Coleman Smith, the way that she illustrated that was 2 people out in the cold. It's snowing. They don't even have any shoes on. We can imagine how horrible that would be to be out in the snow, homeless, no shoes on, no coat, not dressed for cold weather, being hungry and feeling cast out, basically out in the cold. And that's really what this card represents. Now, that's not to say that there aren't resources that are accessible, but it's going to take some effort to access those resources, right? And so when we think about the suit of Pentacles, we think about how that suit, that element of earth, intersects with each of those numerological meanings. So we start with the conception, and then we go to the number 2, which is kind of the expansion and finding balance, and moving in the cycle. We're moving more in the cycle as we go through cards 1 through 10. When we're talking again about the element of earth, it may be in other card decks. It could be called the discs, coins, diamonds, or spheres. It may be called other things as well. And it relates to our resources, our material concerns, our finances, our home, our environment, our health, structures within our environment, our senses, and practical matters. Did you pay the bills this month? That's a pentacle concern. The part of ourself that this suit relates to is our body or our foundation, and its qualities are passive. They're yin. Swords tend to be more yang, whereas earth is more of a yin suit. Now, when we talk about the court cards in the Pentacles or any court cards, the court cards are the personalities or the people of the tarot. And I love to use Poppy Palin's Everyday Enchantment deck to teach the court cards, because she really brings these cards to life and helps you see the personalities. So here is her card for the page of she calls it coins, Pentacles. And the page of Pentacles is Earth of Earth. And so this is a very earthy personality, very grounded, very practical minded. This person or personality has a deep appreciation for nature and a lot of common sense. This person is very observant, optimistic, very dependable, very practical, very methodical, very detail oriented. They may not get things done in a speedy manner, but they're going to get it done right. As a messenger, this page could be the birth of a new project or a birth of a new relationship. Could be tangible messages like a letter in a mailbox or a bouquet of flowers or even tickets to an event. And it could be news of money matters. As advice, the advice of this card may be to center yourself in nature, to slow down, to take notes, to make sure that you have all of the facts, to put in diligent effort. The Knight of Pentacles is fire of earth. So he's bringing the element of fire to this earth. He also, though, even Pamela Coleman Smith's Knight of Pentacles, he's not going anywhere. He's checking it out. He's deciding what the best path is. This is the guy who's going to plan your route out before you ever get started. He's not going to take it on the fly. He's going to have the bathroom stops planned out. He's going to have the motels planned out. He's going to have where you eat planned out. Everything is planned before he takes off. And that's the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles brings the element of water to earth. So this is another very yin card, but she brings that emotional intelligence into the element of earth. This is the kind of woman that you want, or person. Remember that even though I may say man or woman or he or she, it's all fluid. Gender is very fluid in the tarot because it's really more about yin and yang characteristics rather than about men and women. Men can be the queen, women can be the king. Same with page, same with knights, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, she is very nurturing. She's warm. She is a very genuine, trustworthy, reliable person. She's very loyal. She's very sensual, very passionate, but also very practical, and she tends to be pretty maternal also. She's kind of the archetypal earth mother, that very natural caregiving person. And she's the kind of person that can make money from her creative spark. She's very creative, and she knows how to make money from that. And then the King of Pentacles is air of earth, bringing that air, that very intellectual element into the earth element. And he tends to be very in touch with his sensual side also. He's a romantic. He's very thoughtful. He tends to be generous, capable, conscientious, very slow to anger, because that earth energy is kind of slow energy. And he's very comfortable in his own environment. Now, as I talk about these courts, I want you to understand that I am telling you the positive and productive characteristics of these people. Just like people in real life, the people of the tarot court and their personalities can skew from positive and productive to negative and destructive. So, for example, the King of Pentacles, it can be, okay, so not to get political, but think about Donald Trump. I mean, he's a King of Pentacles, right? But not necessarily the positive and productive side. He has he's the King of Pentacles, when it goes wrong, when it goes to negative and destructive, tends to be a hedonistic, out for his own pleasure and really not concerned with anybody else. And so understand that as I'm telling you these characteristics, that does not necessarily, not everybody's happy, joy, positive and productive all the time, right? We all have within us the ability to go either way. And so that is true of the personalities or the people of the court cards of the tarot as well. I hope this was helpful. The very best way to learn tarot is by practicing with other people. And that's why we have the Tarot Together Explorers Club. Come join us. You get a free month to try it out. And really, there is no better way to fast track your tarot reading ability than to practice with other people who are also not only learning tarot, but I have many people in Tarot Explorers Club who have been doing tarot for years and years and years and just enjoy it because you gain fresh insight from people who are just learning. And those who are just learning gain wisdom from those who have been doing it for a long time. Come join us, tarottogether.com. Check it out. We do tarot lessons plus Zoom practice groups several times a month. I hope this was helpful. May all your life be luminous.